But what if the story of Nicodemus ends at John 3:15 and doesn't continue on to John 3:16? And so John 3:16 becomes part of Nicodemus' story for the last who knows how long. Well, here's some of the clues that I think we missed. So clue number 1, Nicodemus addresses Jesus as rabbi. So Nicodemus shows up, probably with students in tow, and he addresses Jesus as rabbi, and he says we, as in we, possibly his students, empowered by God. So clue number 2, when Nicodemus addresses Jesus and starts having this conversation, Jesus says something that is totally not related to what Nicodemus was asking or talking about. Jesus said, I assure you that unless someone be born again, they cannot see the kingdom of God. So Nicodemus rightfully asks, how could this be? How could a grown man go into a woman's womb? And Jesus says, I assure you that unless you've been born of the water and of the Spirit, you cannot enter his kingdom. All these things that Jesus was talking about, trying to get Nicodemus to understand, is an indication that Nicodemus still wasn't thinking the way that he should have if he was going to be born again. Nicodemus was still thinking the Jewish way, the human way, but not the God and the kingdom of God way that he should have been if he was going to be a believer of Jesus. And the third clue, Nicodemus asks, how can these things be? And Jesus tells him, are you not a teacher of Israel and you don't understand these things? Jesus said, and we know and we testify to what we have seen, but you do not accept our testimony. And there it is. That's the final verdict. That's the proverbial nail in the coffin, if you will. So the story is that Nicodemus came to talk to Jesus, and it could be that Nicodemus came with different motivation than what we've always thought. He could have had the motives of trying to debate with Jesus and beat Jesus and prove to his students that Jesus was not the Messiah, that Jesus was not who Jesus was claiming to be, and that is God.